The Louis Diaz podcast.
Doesn't bother me.
1, 2, 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock rock. What's your name, bro?
Darcy, full name or just...
Just Darcy's sweet.
Yeah, Darcy, man.
Yeah. And where are you from, bro?
Bit of all over, bounced around a lot.
Yeah.
Originally from Queensland, born and bred.
Oh, yeah. Queenslander.
Yeah.
Whereabouts?
Townsville.
Oh, yeah. North Queensland. Is that where the fucking North Queensland team is based? Are they based in
Yeah,
Townsville?
Cowboys.
The Cowboys. Good team.
Yeah, it is.
Thurston.
Yeah.
Jonathan Thurston.
What
When
a-
he won that grand final.
What a weapon.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think he missed that much.
One of the best to ever do it. Very missed player. I'm
Yeah.
a Melbourne Storm fan, so I love the Storm, but you couldn't help but love watching the Cowboys when Thurston's was on. The guy was a unit.
Thurston, Gagai, Inglis.
Yeah.
Like, Inglis never played for him, but really nice to have, like, number ones.
Yeah.
First round picks or something, put a good team together.
Oh well, they still come out with a flag in the end, didn't they?
Yeah, come out with a few.
How are you? How are you related to this laneway? What are you doing here today?
I was just sitting back, man. I don't know. Been thinking a lot.
About what?
A lot of shit. Just
Yeah.
life, fucking where I'm at, surroundings. A while ago, close to 2 years ago, I pulled the handbrake up on everything.
What do you mean pull the handbrake up? What do you mean by that?
Smashed my phone, just stopped talking to everyone.
Yeah.
Sat there and just watched.
Yeah. All right. So you're sort of
And-
checking out a bit from the rat race.
Yeah, just, I don't know, something in my gut just didn't sit right. So, yeah, it didn't sit right. So, got rid of my phone, stopped talking to everyone, had a relationship breakdown. Still working through that.
Yep. What do you said that was a couple of years ago. Yeah. What have you learnt in that time? Have you been able to make progress on your?
People don't surprise me.
Yeah, I think I
It's-
learnt that too.
It's like, how do you rethink a rethink that know the angles that people are going to come at?
Yeah.
And you sit there and watch and then you see it for yourself and you don't react the way that you think or the way that people think you should.
Yeah. Yeah, that's interesting. They become predictable after a while.
It's like Groundhog Day.
Yeah. What are you trying to get out of this phase? Are you trying to?
Why, out of life, out of...
Obviously, you pulled the handbrake up a couple of years ago, you said. And so, what do you... Yeah, did you have a vision for how you wanted to come out the other end? That doesn't have to be a yes to that. I'm just asking,
No, really, like...
sometimes we just do things because it feels right, but we don't know why at the time.
Yeah,
And we don't know what we want to get out of it. We just get into it.
yeah.
Yeah.
Me personally, like, generally if I'm getting into something, I know what's going on. You're aware of it. Where I'm from and where my dad's from and my brothers and that, it's like similar to living up north, Darwin, Cloncurry and stuff. Everything's an honesty table. Everyone knows what's going on. You can go to a cattle station in the middle of bumfuck nowhere, leave all your shit there, go for 2-3 weeks, 3 months, come back and all your shit's still there. Like, no, like, I've worked a lot.
Yeah.
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 I was at least genuine and in it for the right reasons.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that always pays off in some way. I think having holding onto your integrity, I think, is good for your soul.
Integrity makes a person, separates other people from a sheep.
Yeah, exactly. From animals, it separates people from animals. Consciousness, and a conscience.
Like, anyone can be an animal.
Hell yeah.
All depends in situations, surroundings, time and place.
Yep.
Like, people can be animals on the street.
Yeah.
You know, and they could be animals at work. It's just a saying. It's just a, you know, all depends on the wording and the situation.
Yeah.
Like, a lot of people are sheep. A lot of people are independent. Some people are very independent. They stand by what they do. Me, I stand by what my dad does. I'll back my dad to the hill. I'll back my family to the hill. But it's just the what ifs and questions and unanswered questions that I'll probably never get an answer to.
Yeah. Like what?
A bit personal at the moment, but
Yeah. I think I know what you mean, though. You know, when I think about my own stuff, it's like it's taken me a long time to get to the questions.
Ask away, man. Go. Like,
Yeah. But I mean, yeah. Okay. So let's just try and piece some kind of narrative together. You're from far north Queensland.
yeah, far north Queensland.
You've found yourself in Melbourne.
Yeah, I've been down here since I was real little.
Yep.
So
the family moved down here. Is that
my mum sort of left my dad, or I don't know the full
yeah.
going.
Same. You don't know how it happened, but yeah, you know it happened.
I've heard things from my mum, but anyone can sit there and paint someone with a brush. But I've met my dad. I've lived with my dad. I've worked right next to him side by side, day in, day out. Everyone has a bad side to them. All depends on the situation. And it's like, yeah, it's 2025. Obviously, like, laws have changed, this, that, everything else. But, you know, back in the day, like, you know, there's none of this shit. You know, and they head down fucking in your phone 24/7. Like, people had to work. People fucking worked hard. I guess if someone tries to fuck you over in a very fucked up way, yeah, call for it. Why not?
Yeah. Well.
Especially like when it comes to, like, you know, family, bloodline, stuff like that.
Yeah. Nah. Yeah. I've been on that side where I was raised by someone after she left my real dad, and you hear the stories, but it was 33 years between me connecting with him again, and so I've gone from a 4-year-old to a 34, 5-year-old to a 38-year-old before, and zero contact in that time.
Shit.
And then I managed to get a hold of the guy, right? So think about it. He hasn't seen his son since his son was 4 years old, and now he's a 38-year-old man with a kid of my own. And he picks up the phone, and the first thing he says is, "How's your mum? How's your brother?" And I'm like, I was fucking mind blown, right? Because this guy had his kids taken away from him to the other side of the world. Never, and it was in Spanish. He lives in Venezuela, in South America. He had his kids taken to the other side of the world. She never contacted him again. He couldn't contact his kids again because he didn't know where they were. And the first thing he says is, "How's she doing?" You go, maybe the stories I heard from that woman were partly true, partly, you know, maybe he was abusive at certain times. But you can't deny that if that's the first question the guy asks, he's something all right about him too.
Family orientated.
Yeah, there's something all right about him too. Like what you were saying, you work next to him every day. You know he's not all bad. You know that he's got some virtues.
Yeah.
It's pretty interesting.
Some people have some, you know, tell a lot. Like me, I reckon eye contact, body language says a lot about someone. If you look hard enough, you can see through the bullshit.
You know what I learned? Like you were talking about what you learned, that people don't surprise you. Right?
Some people. I hate surprises, but I'll be honest with you right now. Like, I've never.
You're not good with surprises?
Oh,
Yes, we are.
Yeah.
Live streaming you. On
Oh, great.
Facebook.
Wonderful.
Hosier Lane Street Art. 23,000 followers.
Fantastic.
Live stream.
Thank you so much. I'm not a singer though, so yeah.
No, I didn't look. I just-
I've never tried.
Yeah. Yeah. You know what I'm like? One of the things that I sort of, my thing was that I sort of realized that some people, similar to you, that some people are weak, you know, and some of the people that we expect to be strong and there for us,
Everyone's weak in...
some way.
Yes.
And one of the things that I sort of had to help myself think about to help reconcile why someone might act a certain way, I'm like, oh, I expect them because they're a parent or the boss of the company. I expect them to come with a certain level of maturity and understanding. I expect that it's inbuilt. But then sometimes I look at them and I go, they don't have that, and that really frustrates me and fucks me off. And then I'm like, oh, that's not them doing that. That's me doing that. That's my expectation that they should be fully formed and well aware and have this, you know, that's my expectations that I'm putting onto them.
Communication's key, but as well.
Yeah, well, a lot of the time those people don't communicate their shortcomings, right? So you're the one that has to figure it out in your own head, and then it frustrates you, and then you realize, oh, you're just not, you haven't done the work to figure that out. I've done the work and I'm doing the work on myself, but you haven't done the work, but you're still the parent or the boss. So then I have to try and develop some kind of empathy for the fact that you've been masking this shit your whole life. You know what I mean?
I wouldn't say masking. Like, all depends on what you say masking is shit.
Well, I just mean like sometimes they know that they have shortcomings and they don't want to become clean about it, right? And so they just pretend that it's not there. And they pretend to everyone else that doesn't exist. Like, no, I'm perfect.
I don't think I'm perfect. I'm fucking that far from it. It's not even funny, but...
Yeah, I'm talking about like
Well,
our
if you-
parents or our leaders or our boss or whatever.
If you turn around and find someone that says that they're perfect,
Yeah.
I'll call bullshit.
Or someone that has a hard time admitting that they're imperfect.
Well, would you stand there and cop a mad chin check with your hands down, knowing that it's coming, wholeheartedly?
No,
I
no one would.
I have plenty of times, on the spot,
Why?
because I was either in the wrong, or I was in the right, and afterwards they've come up and apologised.
Yeah. And they did? That's pretty heavy. I try and stay out of those situations.
Look, at the end of the day, like you said, people are animals, right?
Yeah, there's definitely... You can smoke if you want.
No, that's all right. Just trying to quit.
Oh, you are?
Yeah, I've quit a lot of things.
What else have you quit?
Honestly, I'd say, I don't know, not making excuses, but yeah, like I had a pretty fucked up upbringing. Quit like prescription drugs, cannabis. Struggled a lot with it. Not gonna lie, like I'm not saying I'm full clean. Like I'll probably take a piss now, it might show up. I don't know, but you know, like if it did, it'd probably be minute speckles.
What kind of prescription drugs?
Anything I could basically get my hands on.
What do they do?
Just
Like Ritalin or stuff like that? Is it?
not so much Ritalin. I never really got into Ritalin.
Yeah.
It's more like more downers,
Yeah, okay.
just to bomb myself out, but not to sleep or nothing. I'll just fight the sleep and then
Pills. Fuck.
yeah, like you can get Mercendol pills. They're 500 milligrams. You can buy them straight over the counter. They got a fair bit of codeine into them.
Yeah.
So yeah, it was like mainly like codeine, Sericals, Xanax. On top of that, chuff, a little bit of speed, shard, alcohol.
Yeah.
Now I don't really drink that much.
Good for you. That's hard. That's a hard
Smoke-
one to get off.
Smoke cigarettes like a chimney sometimes.
I would love a smoke if you've got a spare one.
I'll go Harvey's with you in this one if you want.
Why not?
Yeah, fuck it. But yeah, I can drink like a fish.
I can't anymore. No, something happened to me. You know what happened? I started doing yoga and meditation one year and just started going real hard on that. And then when I came back to drinking,
Yep.
I was 2 beers and I was done.
Yeah.
And I've never been able to get back to like the fish. It was
I had like a can. What did I drink the other day? It was about a week and a half ago. I had one can. I think it was a beer. And I was like, shit. I'm a little bit tipsy here.
really,
yeah. I was like, fuck. Yeah,
yeah.
it was pretty funny. But yeah, like I've done, like, yeah, I hope mum doesn't hear this, but yeah, like, she'd probably be surprised.
At what, bro?
Just,
The stuff you've been through. Yeah. 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 Yeah, I've been going through a real guilty streak recently because I don't know how to come clean with my mum about certain stuff or even apologise.
my mum tried to apologise to me. I wouldn't say that she tried, she did.
Mm.
A fair few years ago, and I didn't know what to say. So I just put my hand on her shoulder and said, it's alright. Fuck.
Yep.
So it's alright, it's turned me into the person I am today, and yeah, sort of seen her cry for the first time.
Fuck yeah.
So
That would have been a moment, you know, like especially with our parents when they show that they're imperfect and they're human. There's something that just takes the weight off our own shoulders.
like, I mean this in the right way, like.
You don't mind if I have another drink?
Yeah. I mean this in the right way, like my mum, she was ruthless. You know what I mean? Like, I've got a lot of respect for women in some sense.
Yeah.
But, you know, and like, I've seen the ugly side to them,
Yeah,
seen the good side to them, seen the in between, seen the setups.
Yeah.
See she coming from a mile away, but
Yeah.
I've seen girls come between good friends over, you know, she's with this guy and he's fucked her, or fucking hooked up with this cunt or kissed this cunt. Like, I mean, like, yeah, it might be one of your kids or it might be some girl that you really like, but they come and go, mate. Like,
Yeah.
I mean, like, I'm single, never been married, but very reserved. I don't just hook up with anyone. Can't be fucked. It's like, fuck, another headache, another drama, fuck.
Yeah. I know how you can develop that mindset.
And it's just,
I've been there, yeah, for sure. Yeah, that's
Like-
relatable.
you know, in some are just, maybe it's too good to be true and I self-sabotage myself.
I've been there too.
That's,
Oh. It's coming back to me now.
yeah, like I could have something so good waiting for me, or a surprise or something like that, and I'll see it coming from a mile away,
That's so heartbreaking, bro.
and I'll wreck it.
Yeah.
I'll be like, nah, fuck this.
I've been there, done that. Been there, done that.
It's only because, like, I guess call it fear of unknown.
Yeah, I suppose.
So
Or you know what it is? Also, could be fear of something that's good. Because we're so used to things going wrong that, like, nah, fuck this. This is too good to be true.
yeah, like, I got taken from my mum when I was 3. Went in and out of her care growing up, me and my sister.
Where did you go?
DHS took us. So when my mum left my dad, she took off in the car. He had like one of those older HQ 4-doors.
Yeah.
Fucking beautiful car, you know.
Yep. This is
Um,
done.
yeah, just roll it, man. You're right. Yeah, I remember the drive. Stopped in at Nan's. Like, that's my dad's mum.
Yep.
Yeah, and went from there to like just past Hastings.
Yeah.
Few towns, a couple of towns past Hastings.
Hastings is where? Is
More,
that in Victoria?
Mornington,
Okay,
Mornington
that
Peninsula.
Hastings. That's
yeah,
like
Hastings.
on the Western Port Bay side, isn't it? Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, on the way to Phillip Island and that.
yeah. Went to school down there a bit. But yeah, I got taken from my mum 2 or 3 times from there.
Yeah.
Forcefully, police, DHS.
Yeah.
Like, it was pretty fucked up.
Yeah, that's fucked up.
I ended up walking out of my mum's house. I was like 13. It would have been 13.
Yep.
Maybe 14. Left with the clothes on my back, and yeah, she's like, "You'll be back when you're hungry." And I was just like, "Nah." Sort of never went back. Sort of kicked myself in the ass. But yeah, walked away from them twice. Bounced through a lot of foster homes, Berry Street units, resi care shit. Went to YTC, juvenile justice centres, handful of times. Only copped 1 sentence. Yeah.
Dang,
So
it's full on.
yeah,
It's full on. Is the old lady still alive? Yeah.
I spoke to her a while ago.
Yeah.
I hate talking over the phone.
Yeah.
It's not the same.
In
Like,
person's better, eh?
yeah, it's like,
Yeah.
at least you know when they sit down, they're there. It's not.
Yeah.
It's not a gimmick. It's not.
Yeah, they're present.
You know, and like anyone can record a voice and make a sentence, and like it's crazy what they can do today on phones. Like, yeah, reuse someone's voice or etc. Like, yeah, but I guess that's where the world's at today.
Yeah. So you're obviously on a journey of trying to piece yourself together in a way.
I've pieced myself together. Like, I know what I want. I know where I want to be.
Yeah. What is that? What does that look like? If you're happy to share.
Know what it's like to have nothing.
Yeah.
I know what it's like to be used and abused and passed on. But in between a lot of this shit, the shit that I've been through, it's like the moments that you enjoy with the people that you're around at the time. Whether someone pulls up right now in a ute, a couple of chainsaws jumps out and they're off their dick, and it's one of my mates, and like, get in the fucking car, cunt. We're going to go cut some wood. Like, yeah, sweet. Like, who would jump in a car with someone that jumps out off their dick, 2 chainsaws, and you're getting pushed into a car?
Yeah.
And you're getting told we're going to go cut wood.
You don't really know if you have a choice in that moment.
But it's moments like that, or moments where you just go get a load of wood. Whether it's for mum, dad, this, that, just go drop it off. Like, so honest day's work.
Yeah.
And what do you get out of it at the end of it? They're warm. Smile on your face.
A bit of purpose.
It's just time and effort.
Yeah. Yeah.
Something that no one can take. Cost you nothing.
Yeah.
It's just like this. I've seen you set up here for a bit.
Yeah.
No one's come and sit down, so I was like, maybe not. Who knows? I'll take a risk.
Yeah, well, I'm glad you did. You know, it's an interesting perspective. You know, it's a life that I didn't have. There's parts of your story that I can relate to, obviously, like I mentioned before. But, you know, it's definitely on the heavier side. And I can understand how that kind of upbringing could lead you to go through some of the things that you have.
Yeah.
But, you know, like, I kind of sit here hopeful that you're working through something and that you've got this vision of what you want, and you're taking, like, little steps.
I used to be like a lot bigger than what I am now.
Oh, yeah.
I've stripped over 20 kilos. Just someone asked me a stupid question. I gave him a stupid answer. Which was, yeah, all right, no worries. I was like, pretty close to 90 kilos, 5% body fat, full athlete, like footy, soccer, rugby, boxing,
Oh yeah.
like very fit unit.
That's got to be good for you. Like, you know, physical, mental kind of discipline. That's what it is. Training.
It's hard, man. Like it's not what everyone thinks it is. It's not. Yeah, it's not who they know or what they know. It's the shit that you go through, man. It's fucking hard. The extent that you push yourself to on really hot days when it's 40 degrees and you're sitting there training for 6 hours. You know, like straight with 30-second breaks. Like no water, just train just to see how far you can actually push yourself. And you know, like I've done that where to the point where I've sort of dropped, had a little spew, which was nothing come out. Got back up, had a little laugh, and kept on going. So, yeah, that was one of the things I've done.
What was the purpose of that training? Were you trying to sort of build a career as in sports?
Sports comes with a big spotlight.
Yeah.
They like to dig around, and they, you know, try find angles. Don't have an issue with that at all. Sports wise, yeah, like I've always been pretty active. It's very hard for me to sit still.
Yeah.
Like even now, I'm still like trying to twitch and.
Oh, I'm the same. I'm the same.
Yeah, but it's, I don't know, it's sports. It's always been there. I don't really think.
Yeah.
It's just, yeah, it's just moments like that. Like I train hip pads, sparring, footy, this, that. Not, I don't think. It's just a clear mindset.
Yeah. Do you ever come across someone like in a similar situation? And
To myself,
Yeah.
at the moment,
yeah,
there's plenty of people in very similar situations. I wouldn't say in my situation,
yeah,
like,
of course, similar.
but very similar, like similar circumstances. Yeah, like you know, there's homelessness everywhere. It's people from war-torn countries. There's, you know, like
yeah.
it's,
Do you find some comfort in being able to relate to them, or do you sometimes think?
I can relate because I've been through it.
Yeah.
Yeah, like people want to talk. I'll sit down and talk. All depends on, not necessarily all depends on what it is, but when you're very blunt and very honest, people don't really like the answers, you know, because they go, oh shit, fuck, we shouldn't have got this guy.
Yeah, they're not ready to hear that stuff. Honesty's hard, bro. Honesty's hard. It needs to be sugar-coated. I work with a guy at the moment. He loves my perspective.
You know, I can
But he wants
sugarcoat
me to-
things like,
He wants me to sugarcoat everything.
yeah, you can sugarcoat things like, you know, I got family, I got kids and that. Like,
Oh, you do? Okay.
yeah, like one that I know of, I think maybe.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Why I say maybe it's like, I'm not doubting it. It's just situationships. Call it a situationship.
That's a term I only heard recently, and I'm like, oh yeah, I think I've been in some of those.
Yeah, it's a situationship. It's like,
Yeah.
it's crazy, but you know, like family's family, yeah.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah, they're the source of the biggest sort of pain and the biggest healing at the same time.
The first ones to kick in your ass and throw you under the bus, but they also stand there and go, nah. You know, he's ours.
Yeah, I don't know. Sometimes, yeah, yes, they do. They do.
Oh, you know,
Yeah, no,
you wipe your hands to someone, or you cut them from the cloth, or you just go, fuck him. Only takes, you know, an older brother or older sister, an auntie, nan, mum, dad, friends that are like family, which, you know, to me, like my closest friends and family, yeah, I don't care. Like they're family to me. That's it. Like their blood, my blood says that's it.
Not everyone thinks like that though.
Or sometimes when you don't have much, you have fuck all. You go through shit. Who's there at the end of the day when your family just walks off?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Who checks up on you? Who makes sure that you're right? Are they making sure that you're eating? Are they making sure you have somewhere to sleep? They make sure that you know have clothes on your back, or you look half presentable from whatever the fuck it may be. Like, a non-binary is a non-binary. It's a man of his word. It's a handshake and a look in the eye. That's it. Doesn't matter where you meet them. It's are they real or fake?
What are you doing for work at the moment?
Me, not much at the moment.
Yeah.
I used to work a fair bit.
Yeah.
Used to work a lot actually. From a young age.
Yeah, right.
No, I used to get around in a truck a bit. Done a lot of interstate. Sort of got to
Driving
go.
trucks.
Yeah,
Driving?
yeah.
Yeah, fuck. That's heavy work too.
Yeah, doing interstate, one side of Australia to the other, around and around. It's like a merry-go-round.
Yeah, I don't know
I
how
wouldn't say
people do it.
I wouldn't say he's driving, but passenger.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I was the jockey, mate.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So
I did that when I was, I was 17.
Yep.
I did that for the Aussie Ice, the ice factory in Dandenong,
oh yeah,
over a summer.
yeah,
I was the truck jockey, and we were doing like 15-hour days,
yeah.
taking ice all the way out to Mornington. I think we went out to Maffra one day, just dropping ice off at the servos,
Yeah,
and then drive all the way back, fill the truck back up with 5,000 bags, and go again,
Yeah.
like north or something.
yeah. It's
Yeah,
it's crazy. Like it's hard work, it's dedication, but it's.
when you're young, you've got the energy for it, though.
I know people that are in their 70s
That's what I can't understand.
that have worked every day of their life, every minute of their life, risking their life. You know, and pulling 2, 3, 4 trailers. You know, getting out, hard work, throwing tarps over them. You know, chains, ropes. You know, moving it, earth
Moving equipment. Yeah.
earth moving equipment for the mines to meat for butchers and everything else. Like,
Yep.
yeah,
Yeah, there's this whole sector of the society that's almost invisible to the rest of us. They're the ones doing all this grafting and hard work, and we don't see them.
it's like, how does stuff get here?
Yeah.
Didn't
Didn't build itself.
fucking didn't. Sorry, I shouldn't have swore. I don't swear, but didn't fall out of the sky. That's for sure. Someone like this,
Yeah, we did.
this pavement.
Yep.
Who put hard work in?
Yeah.
Who laid it? Because obviously that's definitely handmade.
Yeah. We don't have a culture of celebrating those people enough. Unfortunately. Like,
The ones that you don't see, but you only see for 4 or 5 seconds of a moment, and they're gone.
yeah. Yeah, that's that's sad. That's sad to me that we don't acknowledge those people enough.
Yeah. Like, trucks make the world go round.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, it's full on.
It's more than a job.
So where do you go next? Like, what do you do from here? What's your day-to-day look like at the moment?
I might be wearing a high vis at the moment, but don't know if I'm on break or not.
Yeah.
Don't know if I've given myself a break yet.
Yeah.
But I don't know. Opportunities. It's who, what, when, where, why.
Yeah.
And yeah, like saying that when I pulled the handbrake up on my life, like I've been training, boxing, a lot of dedication, like just not so much trying to find myself, just trying to figure out if I was right about something or not.
A lot of rumination.
I hate being right.
That's not something people say very often.
I don't like being right. I don't like being in the wrong either, but I'm not going to sit there and nod my head and go, yeah. Like, unless it's family, I'll sit there and say, yeah. But, yeah, opportunities, like,
Yeah, but if you could if you could get paid to do, something that was fulfilling to you, what would that look like?
I mean, I'm quite happy to walk away from everything, whatever it may be, and go get a ute, chainsaw. I'll go cut wood.
You're out in nature.
Like, it's not so much out in nature, but there's money in wood. Who doesn't want to keep warm at night? How many people have got wood fires? Gas isn't going to be around forever. So,
Yeah. A ute.
Personally, like, I wanted to box, I wanted to fight.
You did?
Still do. I try and hold myself back a lot and not punch people on the street.
In the street. Well, that's not.
It's
That's not the right place to fight.
Nah, it's ruins lives. It can.
Yeah.
Only takes one punch. Doesn't matter. It's not necessarily the punch that does the damage. It's when their head hits the ground. It could be they could trip over, they could fall, shit like that. That's all it can take.
Yeah. So obviously you got to channel that energy and make sure that you keep safe, that you protect other people from that side.
Yeah, I wouldn't want anyone walking in my shoes the way I've done it, or walked away from my own family a few times. Biggest regret I have. But too much like my dad. But Nan's always right, I guess. So,
Nan.
Yeah.
That's good to have a nan, bro. Yeah.
And Nan's always generally pretty right. Like,
You still talk to Nan?
it's been a while.
Yeah, man, give her a call. I
Don't have a phone, man. Don't do like, I probably should,
think
but
you can make phone calls off those Telstra boots for free now,
yeah, don't even like, I haven't no one's number.
Yeah,
That's the thing. So, like, I'm pretty sure there's enough. I know where I'm at.
Yeah.
But yeah, Nan was always the biggest supporter.
That's so good to hear.
Like, she seen a video, I think, with me boxing.
Is she?
It was just a sparring session behind closed doors. I don't know if he was a ranked pro fighter or not, or whatever it may be, but halfway through the second round, I told him, what do you want to do, mate? I said, do you want to keep trying to take my head off, or do you want to box because what you're doing is not working? He was a good fighter. Don't doubt him one bit. But it all depends on, like, it's all different sorts of boxing. You got technical, you can try and just behind closed doors and that, or an actual fight. Like, obviously you're not going to go 100%, but I've given weight away. I've had extra weight on my gloves.
Really?
Yeah, I've jumped in the ring with some people that have 20 kilos heavier than me. 20 kilos plus heavier than me, and like, even they've said, like, nah, he's good, like, you got to get him before he gets you, like. But they're the sort of people I've worked with, trained with. They've called, dissected me and breaking me down and put me back together. And, hey, go, mate, how are you?
Hello. Whoa, that was a punch. Hell of a haircut too.
You gotta love the mullet.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's makes a team, doesn't it? Like, have people pulling you apart, putting you back together, pulling you apart, putting you back together, pulling you apart, putting you back together. It's like, how many times am I going to keep getting pulled apart and put back together? Like, didn't they hear an old nursery rhyme about Humpty Dumpty?
Yeah. Yeah. And they couldn't put him back together again.
Apparently.
Yeah. Yeah, I think about this hero's journey of life, and it's whatever you've been through, like you spend like the rest of your life trying to figure out how to overcome that, whatever it is. Like, how do I overcome that?
How do you overcome self-doubt when you're self-made? And not just self-made, but like, I mean self-made, like, obviously self-made come with a team. Self-made come with a team of family. And then you self-doubt yourself.
Yep.
And then you doubt everything.
Yep.
So,
yeah. That's relatable. I think I do, like, doing this is like, this is funny because it's like, this is me trying to figure, like, overcoming self-doubt in a way.
yeah, it's crazy, man.
Oh, is this a fucking... Can I represent it?
Yeah.
Can I come and represent this shit?
Yeah.
This is on YouTube.
Yeah, mate. Yeah.
Fuck, you think like a shit.
Nah,
It is what it is.
Represent myself?
Well, yeah, if you like. What's your name?
Brendan.
Louis. Nice to meet you. I'm just having a chat with Darcy right now. Just,
Can I represent after him?
I'm packing up for the day after this, bro. But yeah, I'll be here again sometime.
The woman.
Good on you,
I'm
mate.
a lesbian.
That's very Melbourne of him to say that, by the way.
I don't know. What happened?
I just jumped in the photo with my wife.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, he's very drunk.
Yeah, he's fun.
Yeah, it's all right.
Oh, I was that close to doing something like that.
Yeah, it's Hosier Lane, mate. You get that? That's the least
I'm from
of.
Sydney, bro.
Yeah, you shouldn't be jumping in photos with your girl, bro. Like,
Yeah, that's... Like, the husband's taking the photo with his wife. Like, fuck.
I try and dodge photos.
Someone's going to put a hit on him and he's not going to fucking...
Yeah, exactly.
Fuck up.
Oh, how funny, bro. How funny. Anyway, where were we? Fuck. So many interruptions in this lane.
Nah, it's good. Like,
It breaks it up.
It
Breaks
does.
up the tension, doesn't it?
it does.
Yeah.
I respect that bloke. Like that bloke, he's 100%. I'd be pissed off too. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, but you know what I respect most is that he didn't act on the impulse of knocking the guy's head off. You know what? It takes balls to want to get into a fight with someone. It takes more
Absolutely.
guts to figure out how to walk away and stew over it for a few hours, because I guarantee you tomorrow morning you forgot that. You know what I mean?
yeah, exactly.
But if you punch him, you ain't forgetting that. There's repercussions.
Yeah, I would have just politely told him that, hey, buddy, get out of the photo.
Get
like,
out. Yeah.
what are you doing?
Yeah. And I think that's
So-
part of, like, being a man is like learning how to be a man that has restraint has been the hardest thing for me.
Yeah,
Like whether it's taking alcohol, drugs, or even getting into fights, which I avoid now because I've had my ass kicked too many times, as you can tell by the nose.
what do you mean, mate? You got a pretty face.
Oh, mate, trust me, I don't back away from a fight. Doesn't mean I'm going to win it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But if I've started it, then I've fucking got to go through with it.
100%.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, like I struggle.
But I don't do that anymore.
Yeah,
Because I understand my limitations.
yeah, I struggle a lot sometimes.
But there's beauty in the walking away bit.
Yeah, that's why I'm like always trying to have my hands like.
I'm glad you've got your hands in there, bro.
No, because I normally talk with my hands, and I'm like, and people are like, oh, it's like,
That's very European. That's the European way we talk. I talk like that with a lot
Yeah.
with my hands too.
but yeah,
What is your background? Like, do you know where your family's from? Like your family background? Are they European?
on my dad's side, mum's side.
Yeah, whatever. If you know, either side. Do you know? Yes, you know. You don't have to answer it if you don't want.
Like I know about my nan.
Yeah.
Like, I don't I've never snooped around. I've never really asked about it. Never asked my dad or my older brother or
Where's family from?
mum or never really asked about background. Never done ancestry. Sort of,
Oh yeah, that kind of thing.
kind of like, or somewhat what the answer's gonna be.
Yeah.
Um,
What do you think it is?
don't want to say.
Oh, okay.
Nationality wise,
Yeah.
I don't know, man. Could be like Italian, could be Maltese.
Italian, Maltese, yeah.
I know, like,
Sicilian.
yeah, I know. I speak gibberish sometimes. Like, I talk real quiet. I mumble, and people are like, huh, huh. I'm just like, shit.
That's an Aussie thing, though.
Yeah. Yeah. Like, who knows? Like, yeah, I'm interested to find out, but I've got a lot of respect for my dad, my older brother, my uncles, nan, pop, everybody else that I met. But I've never actually asked the question. So if I brought it up, no question's a stupid question.
All right.
I'm full of them.
Yeah. That's good.
But it's just, yeah.
Yeah, I was kind of. Sometimes I feel like I was brought up a bit the opposite. Don't ask that. Why are you asking that question for?
Yeah.
And I felt sort of ashamed to ask. But then when my dad and I reconnected after all those years, he was just really forthcoming with information. And he started sending me like pictures of our family, just without even me asking. You know what I mean? He started sending, this is your dad. I'm sorry, this is your granddad. This is my dad. And this is my family. And he's listing. And then I would ask a follow-up question, like, what are their names? When were they born? And he'd start answering.
Were you surprised on some of the answers? Like,
I was, yeah.
Was it like?
Yes, there was one particular answer that I was really blown away by. So he sends me this picture of a family photo, right? Black and white. Photo was taken in 1954, and he's 2 years old. He's in the photo. He's the youngest one in the photo. He's sitting on his mum's lap, and his brothers and sisters are all older than him. He had 6 brothers and sisters, and they're all around, and his mum and dad are in the middle, and they're both sitting down. And I'm looking at his dad, and I'm like, his dad is, he's a well-to-do man. He's got his shirt tucked in, he's got his legs crossed, and he's got very nice shoes on. 1954. And so...
Someone's boots back then, it says a lot about someone.
Shirt tucked in, socks up, beautiful pants, very well-to-do. Yeah.
I just got to tuck the bottom of my pants in now.
Yeah. And so he was 2 years old in that photo. So I've asked, so like, when was your dad? Like, how old's your dad? Like, how old's mum and dad in that picture? And he's gone, mum was 43 in that picture, which means she was 41 when he was born. Dad's 73 in that picture, which means he was 71 when he was born. So my granddad had my dad at 71, right? And then I did the maths. So if my dad's born in 1952 and his dad's 71, that means my granddad is born in 1881. 1881. And so by the time I was born in 1984, my granddad would have been 103 years old.
Holy shit.
Yeah, that one was a mind blower.
Yeah.
I was like, and the guy had 7 kids, and the oldest one in that photo, he would have been 15, I think, 15-ish. So he didn't start having kids till he was 56, which is, or 57 or 8, which is like, whoa, that's wild.
Imagine being like the baby of the family.
Well, that was him. That was my dad. And so, then I got this sense from, like, you take the stories that mum tells you, like, he was a bad guy or whatever, and then you get what he's given me, and then I'm like, oh, okay, so he was raised by his brothers and sisters, right? Because dad wouldn't have been around for long, and mum would have been busy with 7 kids, and probably trying to work as well, and they've gone through wars and everything. So my dad is a guy that was basically raised by his brothers and sisters. Makes sense. And I can tell that I didn't ask him. I just pieced that together. But you know how I can tell? Because 2 of his sisters message me. Like, they contact me. And they're all in South America. So they contact me in Spanish. 2 of his sisters contact me. And sometimes they'll tell me stuff about him. Because where he lives, he gets no signal. And sometimes he gets his phone stolen or whatever. And he didn't even have a phone when I first contacted him. He was using friends' phones.
Yeah.
And so they'll text me and be like, oh, your dad's had an operation. Your dad's doing well. So I'm like, oh, his sisters learned to be his mum.
Yeah.
And they're the ones that like are always keeping tabs on him to make sure he's safe. And they're communicating with me that, oh, how's your dad's going? You know what I mean? Like, when you start to piece that stuff together, you start to develop a bit more empathy, but then you start to realize why maybe he was a wild character, right?
Yeah.
Because mum and dad weren't around. And it's like you start to develop that empathy for other people, you know.
Yeah, like having structure, a roof, mum and dad, like family struggle, like being raised by siblings. It'd be crazy. It would be, absolutely.
Yeah.
It'd be very hard. You know, a lot of shit happens sometimes. Siblings fight.
Yeah.
They, you lose contact with people, and et cetera, et cetera. Yeah, that'd be hard.
Yeah, exactly. The guy, but it was funny. Like, I, especially through my mid-20s to like my mid-30s, I used to live in St Kilda, and I used to go to the beach a lot. And sometimes on a real nice day, I would skip work, like calling sick, just to go to the beach and just like read a book, right? Because I was like, fuck it. You only live once.
I've read plenty, mate. I've read plenty of books.
Yeah. But you only live once. And, I'd find myself sitting on this beach, and I'd be like, how good would it be to live on a beach just forever, just forever. And then so like 3 years ago, this guy and I get in touch with each other, my old man. Where does he live? He lives on a beach. And I'm like, oh my God, this guy and I are so much alike. It's crazy. Yeah. It's crazy.
Yeah,
he lives on the beach, on the sand, in a hut that he built. On a beach that you can't get to by car. You can only get there by boat or by walking through some hilly, jungly bit.
Yeah.
Which is wild, huh?
Yeah, it's pretty crazy. But yeah, look, I've always, I don't know, I like beaches, I like rivers.
Yeah. You swim? Do you swim much?
I was a pretty good swimmer, yeah.
Right.
Yeah, I had, I was thinking in high school, but like, went to some swimming carnival.
I'm just looking at the battery. It says 11%.
Yeah. Yeah, there's some swimming carnival. I was like year 7, year 8. Went in every event. I competed in every event. Got a lot of firsts, couple of seconds. They weren't going to let me compete at the start because like I jumped off the diving board. One of the boys cheated me up. They're like, jump off it. I was like, all right, sweet. It was just a laugh, but yeah, they weren't going to let me compete. I ended up competing. At the end of it, I got some like, I don't know, some like medallion thing. I don't know. Mum had it all, so I don't know what happened to it. Yeah, like swimming's alright.
Yeah, I love the water. I love water. I love being around water.
Always unsure about beaches, but
How come?
there's sharks, man.
Oh yeah. Western Port Bay, Hastings maybe. Yeah.
You never know. Never know.
Port Phillip, St Kilda, mate. You're more likely to get eaten by a backpacker there.
Mate, they got girls rattle me, mate. I'll run from them, you know what I mean? Put a girl in front of me, I'll be like, shit.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck.
See, me too, especially a beautiful one. I wouldn't know what to do with one.
It's like shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Shaky. Why are you interested in me for?
Yeah, I'll get like real warm, fucking, yeah, it's like I get nervous, I get warm, like right now I'm like, I wouldn't say I'm overheating, but yeah, I'm a little bit
You got a
warm.
hoodie on.
Yeah,
It's
I know.
29 degrees today.
Is it?
That might explain something. Yeah, 27 on my phone right now. It says 27.
Doesn't even feel that warm.
It doesn't. It doesn't feel like 27 in summer. 27 in April feels different, but yeah, it says 27.
Yeah.
Said it got to 30 degrees today.
Shit.
30.
Wow.
Yeah. And you're in a hoodie, so no wonder you're a bit warm. Just saying.
I actually like, I don't feel like warm, like I'm overheating cooking, but like it's warm enough.
Yeah.
It's getting to night time, so it's good.
Yeah, exactly.
But yeah, no. Ask away, man. Ask anything. Like,
Well, yeah, I mean, battery's running out. we've done 54 minutes. What do you reckon? Could be time to pack it up almost. And we
Yeah.
could do this again sometime.
Yeah.
But you know, I'm pretty glad you sat down and we had this chat. Actually,
Do you like art?
I love art.
What sort of art do you like?
You know what? I really love when it comes to street art. I like mural pieces. I like a nice coherent mural piece. Could be anything that just is. You know, the difference is like you see like graffiti writing.
Yeah.
I don't like that as much as like a portrait or something or
Yeah,
of
like a
something.
picture.
Abstract
Yeah.
portrait or.
Yeah, I used to paint a fair bit.
Yep.
Canvases. Yeah,
You're a painter as well.
it's done a bit of everything.
Yeah.
Jack of all trades, mate.
Yeah. Yeah.
But yeah, no, comfortable training, comfortable boxing, comfortable taking, you know, a risk, a gamble.
Yeah.
You know, yeah, I'll do MMA if I had the opportunity. But obviously, you know, work, priorities, everything's got to fall in place first.
Yeah. 100%.
It's crazy.
100%. It takes work to dig yourself out of holes. I realise that. I'm still doing it myself. Yeah, I got deep. I went deep gambling, bro.
Yeah,
Yeah.
crazy.
Yeah.
It happens.
You have the wins, bro, and then you have the losses, and it's just hectic.
Even when you do lose, you still win. 'Cause you learn from it.
You only win if you learn, bro. You only win if you learn. And it could be a win. Yeah. I have learned
It doesn't matter how bad of a loss you have.
if you learn.
It's, you know, would you go back and lose the same thing again, or would you lose the way you lost?
I've
or
made the same mistake multiple times.
hey, we're all human, right?
Yeah. That comforts me.
Yeah,
That comforts
it's
me.
like we're all human. We're not machines. We're not robots. Like you were saying earlier, like some people are animals. Like put someone in a ring or something that they're comfortable in, or something that they put time and effort into doing. Like absolutely, like yeah, they would be an animal in that sport, or what they're trying to represent, or what they're doing, or you know. I guess that's what people try and figure out what they're good at.
Yeah, exactly. Yep. Once you figure that out, you got to stick to it. You know, play to your strengths. That's what I say.
Yeah, I'm pretty good at a lot of things, to be honest. But
Well, you got to pick you got to pick one. You know,
Yes.
I think sometimes you got to pick like, or maybe just a few. That's the problem with being good at too much.
if I had to, I wouldn't say I'm good at a little bit.
Do you reckon you could be like a trainer, like a boxing trainer?
Yeah,
Would you consider that, like as a?
Yeah, I've trained at like a little gym, helped out a little bit.
Yep.
Probably not as much as I should have. I'd say I wouldn't really took the initiative. But yeah, like if I had the opportunity, or if I wanted to go back to it, yeah, absolutely. Like, you know, probably surprise people on some of the stuff that I've learnt from other people I've picked up things from, and just little things, just movements, footwork, angles, walking. Like, you're not going to throw someone in the deep end doing something like that and just go sink or swim. That's setting them up for failure. Like, you're going to train someone, you're going to be there. You know, you're going to walk and like make sure, like, hey, like, I'm here, it's all right. Like, nah, I got you. Let's go.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
You wouldn't just walk off and just sit back.
Yep.
So that's me personally, only because of my own struggles and what I've been through. I wouldn't say that's what's happened to me, but not by trainers, no. Yeah, but I know a few people that would probably take an opportunity to jump back in the ring if I started training people.
Yep.
It'd probably be a crazy card, but yeah, it'd be probably be a big eye opener. Yeah, I don't know if people would want to see it, or they'd probably want to see it, but yeah, it'd be crazy. Like, yeah.
Yeah, well, I mean, hopefully you can find the thing that you sort of brings you that kind of satisfaction and fulfillment.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
It's like, say, boxing or jiu-jitsu or MMA, kickboxing, K1, like, break it down.
Yeah.
It's like breaking down a fighter and then putting them back together.
Yeah.
It's Humpty Dumpty. It's, I don't know. Ever kicked yourself in the ass hard enough and gone, shit? Yeah. Do it on a daily basis. But no, like, that's not necessarily like that, but yeah, I'll definitely do it. I'll train people, but I'd also want to fight. You know, like, why not? So,
Yeah. Well, for sure. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Just hopefully you can get there.
hopefully,
Yeah.
got to find out where it is at first, but
Yeah. 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 Well, Darcy, bro, before we lose light, man, we should wrap this up
yeah,
because the thing's flashing now and we're going to lose light and then we won't be able to talk and record anymore. But I want to say thanks for taking the risk and deciding to come here and have a chin wag and
I should have maybe done this a bit earlier.
hashing it out.
We're having a good one.
Yeah,
We'll have to do it again. Like,
Yeah, we were. We
Yeah.
were. And, if you want, I can give you my details on a bit of paper or whatever, or you'll see me here.
yeah,
I'm not here every week, but, it's Saturdays is my day.
so that day's your day.
Yeah, so I don't have another recording till next Thursday and then till the 10th of May after that.
Yeah,
Because this Easter weekend, I've done 6. Now, I just got to edit those.
yeah,
So I try and give myself little breaks.
yeah,
But, if you're ever walking past and I'm here again,
yeah.
just say good day in the morning and we'll make sure we tee it up.
No worries.
Yeah, because that'd be awesome.
Yeah,
And I'm
sounds good.
invested in your journey now. I want to see you do good. So
Thank you,
I
man.
know
Like,
you'll find your path, bro.
yeah,
Yeah.
definitely.
Well, thanks a lot for being here. I'm going to clap it out.
Yeah, thank you.
My pleasure. 1, 2, 3. Woo! All right. Nice one, Darcy. Thanks, bro.
Thank you.
Thank you.